Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of The Launchpad. My name's Grant, and today I'm joined by my good friends Garrett and Nate, better known by their DJ name of Not Yurs. Garrett, Nate, how you guys doing?
Fantastic. Happy to be here.
Hell yeah,
absolutely. Thank you so much for having us. We're super excited to play a set tonight.
Dude, okay, yeah, let's set the scene real quick. So we're at Festival Farmers Market before the After Dark portion of this, and you guys are going to go on. You're playing a set tonight at 9 o'clock. First time playing at Walter Warehouse. What's the feeling going into it?
A lot of excitement, yeah. I mean, we've been coming to Walter for years, so it's kind of like a dream come true to be able to play at this venue where we've seen some of our favorite artists.
Yeah, absolutely. We've been coming here for years. Again, longtime fans. Happy to finally take the stage here and super excited to play a bunch of our favorite music for a bunch of our favorite friends and a bunch of new people. So very excited for today.
Hell yeah. Well, tell me, I want to hear, we were just talking about it. So it was a competition that you guys were able to secure this spot for tonight. It was a little real competition or something like that. Tell us a little bit about that, how you guys were able to secure your spot on the 9 o'clock spot tonight.
Yeah, absolutely. So one of our favorite things to do during our sets is to bring the energy. So what we did is we posted a reel of us playing some of our sets at Barsmith, which is one of our favorite local venues here in Phoenix. And so we were able to get a bunch of our friends together, show everyone having fun there, and really just the vibes that we're trying to bring to the warehouse tonight. And through that, we were able to win the competition and be in the spot tonight, opening up for Dark Heart, which we're super excited for.
Hell yeah. Yeah, we're excited to see the set tonight. I don't think I've ever seen one of your guys' sets before, so I'm excited to be there front and center and be dancing along to your guys' set here. It's going to be a good time.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, we played Barsmith last night, so we are all ready to go for the weekend. Good warm-up set.
Hell yeah. I love it. I want to hear how you guys started individually. Like, how did you guys, I want to hear both of your stories individually. How did you get into the world of EDM and the world of dance music? What brought you in? Just tell me your story. Tell me what brought you into this.
Yeah, so my first, introduction to dance music and this scene was at Global 2016, which they don't have that festival anymore, but...
Out in Denver, right?
No, it was back when they had it here.
Oh, okay, Global. Oh, wow, okay.
Yeah, and so, once my first show, saw Alice in Wonderland headline, and it was a fantastic time. Definitely drew me in. Immediately, I was like, oh, I got to buy my Decadence ticket. So, once you go to one, you start going to a bunch of them, fell in love with the scene, fell in love with the music. And I'll switch off to Nathan for now. We'll get into how we started DJing together.
Yeah, absolutely. So I've been in the music scene for a while. In high school, I worked at a local TV station in Chicago where we filmed a bunch of musical acts there. I was going through shows all through college, and then finally wanted to kind of take the next step and was doing marketing and A&R for Nightbase. And we ended up taking a trip out to LA after we just moved in together. And from there, we just got absolutely inspired by all the different things people were doing with music out there and really just wanted to start to be more involved.
Mm-hmm. And then, we started meeting a bunch of people in the scene out here. Peachy King, Christina is one of our very, very good friends. And, she's been playing fantastic sets all throughout the Valley. And, we have just had a really good time getting to meet a bunch of people in the scene and, being a part of it.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, and through that, again, through tons of great friends, like friends in LA, Arabella, AI out there has shown us tons of stuff. We've really been able to, grow from there and take all the things from these great DJs that we know and love and have been able to incorporate them and really learn a lot this past year to be where we are today. So, again, super, super stoked.
Hell yeah. Yeah, and you guys are starting to get booked for a ton more shows. I know you guys are starting to get more into the production game now, too.
That is true.
Okay, every time I talk to people about what it's like producing, they always say that there's such a big, steep learning curve when it comes to producing. Now, as guys that are like kind of getting into it right now, can you guys talk about what that learning curve is like, or kind of what your journey's been with getting into producing on top of DJing?
Sure. So we started probably like a month and a half ago, like really diving into production, watching YouTube tutorials. Shout out West End. Your videos are fantastic. But it is definitely daunting. You're putting together your first track and you're like, oh, this sounds terrible. Like, how can I get my sounds, my kicks, my drums and everything to sound, how it does at the professional level? And, that's something that we're still obviously working want to figure out. But it's definitely a steep learning curve. I still feel like I really don't know anything.
Yeah, again, like Garrett's saying, if you want to talk about when we're actually starting to make tracks, probably a month and a half ago. When we download Ableton, that's a different story, right? It's like starting to put in some drums and we can't even line it up on beat. And then it's like, oh man, I'm just going to put this away for a while. But
too frustrating.
Again, finally, we kind of hit that next, peak in the learning curve, and we were able to take the next step and finally start to be able to make something that sounds like a song. So again, we've been working with a lot of the local DJs here, starting to make new stuff. So we're super, super excited about what lies ahead for 2024.
Hell yeah.
It's going to be a good year.
What's like the big thing motivating you guys going into 2024 here? What like inspires you guys to, make music and perform and, be a DJ duo together? What's the inspiration for y'all?
Ooh, that's a good question. We see fantastic other duos out there. Casablanca is one of them, big inspiration for us. And it's also just fun doing it with your best friend. We live together. We've lived together for about a year and a half now. We've been best friends since, 2017. We actually met at a show at the Van Buren, Seven Lions.
Oh, wow. All right.
Yeah. So music has just always been a huge, huge part of our relationship. And it's just fun to go on this journey with them.
Yeah, absolutely. It's like Garrett and I both have, full-time day jobs right now that we focus on, and it's nice to have a creative outlet where we can, have fun, give some of the vibes that we like to bring to shows out to people through our music. So it's really just been a blast growing and, being more a part of the community than we ever have before.
Hell yeah. What would you guys say? Because obviously you guys are a duo. I know a lot of people go into the world of DJing and production, on their own as a solo project. What are the benefits of being a duo versus going into this solo?
Definitely feedback. I'll be working on a transition or working on a set. And I'm like, hey, Nathan, how's this sound? And he's like, that sounds terrible. And sometimes you need that really harsh criticism, and it's really nice to have that, even on the production side, I'll sit there and I have a project that I'm working on, like, something's missing. I'm not really sure exactly where to take this. I can show it to him and he's just like, oh, dude, you could do this. Let's do this, and it's nice to have that back and forth.
Absolutely, and being able to live together too, you can just walk into the other person's room and be like, hey, listen to this, as opposed to trying to send your buddy a text, a file, like, hey man, like, I changed the kicks on this, does it sound better? It's like, dude, I don't know, I don't care. It's like, well, even if that's the case, I'll be straight up with Garrett. So it makes things a lot easier and a lot quicker in terms of progression and really finding what we want our sound to be like.
Yeah, because again, learning off each other, we learn different things, different strong suits, so I think we mold really well together.
Okay. I want to talk about what you just said there, what you want your sound to be like. I know you guys mentioned Casablanca is one of those artists that you guys look up to and draw a lot of inspiration from. Who are some of those other artists that you look at or you're trying to kind of mold your style after a little bit?
That's a great question. I feel like it's constantly changing with us. We started off, huge night bass, aggressive bass house, and I guess as it's progressed, we've gotten more into the tech house, melodic house. For me, a lot more techno. So it's kind of always evolving. But, Justin Martin is another one of our big influences.
Okay.
Yeah, absolutely. I would say, like, Om-Nom, really high energy, always bringing the pump to the dance floor is really what we're going for. But then also being able to change it up, right? Being able to play different genres of house within it and really being able to take people on a journey during our set. A little bit of everything. Again, Shipwreck's another big duo that we look up to. So,
Okay.
Yeah.
From your guys' music and from your sets, if a person were to come to your set tonight, they've never heard of you guys before, what's the feeling that you want them to walk away with after your set?
That was a really fun set, and I couldn't stop dancing the whole time. That's what we want to go for.
Yeah, really, we just want to put smiles on people's faces. We want people to feel like, hey, everyone is here for a good time, and let's enjoy the music and find some cool new tunes. We're hoping to see some Shazams out there. That would be the ultimate goal,
That's the biggest
very,
compliment.
very guilty of that. You catch me in the crowd.
I love it. So, 2023 is basically coming to an end right now. Moving into 2024, I'm expecting big things out of both of you guys. What are the goals going into 2024 here?
Yeah, I think we'd really like to start opening up for larger artists like Tonight Dark Heart. This is going to be the largest artist that we've opened up for, so we hope to see more of that next year. As well as on the production side, we like to put together an EP, maybe have a release on a label or two, But we really want to start diving more into the production side to really get the Not Yurs sound and name out there.
Okay.
Yeah, absolutely. Really just echoing Garrett here, really refining our sound, feeling where we want to fit in with the scene, where we best mesh, and then also just helping the local scene grow here. Again, there's so many fantastic artists and DJs up and coming here, so really just trying to cultivate it. Again, you all at Moon Landing do a great job at this, so really just trying to push that ahead any way we can.
Hell yeah, I love that. Appreciate the shout out there. I want to hear from both of y'all. Give me 2 artists each that you would love to open for. Give me like one kind of, smaller one, a little more realistic, might play like a Sunbar Dark Star kind of show, and then give me one like, major like EDC main stage kind of vibe. Well,
You're gonna go first,
two
yeah.
from each of you on that.
Yeah, absolutely. I would say in terms of like, definitely AC Slater is going to be up there. Again, I worked for Night Bass. He's always going to be someone I look up to. I think that would just be fantastic. And then I think also Omnom, like I said, I think being able to play super high energy tech house, opening up for him. We've seen him, probably 4 or 5 times this year even. So, yeah, huge fans of him. I think those would be 2 I'd be super stoked to open for.
Okay.
I would have to agree with Omnom there. And I think Justin Martin would also be really, really cool. And I know he's playing here New Year's Eve.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I'd say Justin.
Okay. Hell yeah. All right, big things coming in 2024. I'm excited that we're getting to talk to you guys now and be a part of your journey, and I'm excited to look back a year from now and see what the Not Yurs project is looking like a year from now.
Oh, we are looking forward to that too. Because we played our first show in May of this year, so we've only been playing out sets for, call it a little over 6 months. So another year in the bag. We'll see where we're at.
Oh, I'm excited to see it. Yeah, I'm looking forward to this time next year, seeing where you guys come. Another thing I want to ask too, so I always like to ask duos, people working together on like, especially the production side and the DJ side. What do you guys bring to the duo individually when you're up on stage?
I'd say, sometimes you can lose kind of track of where you are within a transition, and we feed really well off of each other. So he'll be looking at it and be like, oh, we need to EQ this down. We need to, just helping each other out behind the decks, because again, we have been doing this, not as long as some of the other people out here. So it's nice to have a buddy up there who's like, fact checking me, if you will.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Because, one thing DJs always say is they wish they had more hands. Well, we at least have 2 more here with the duo. So, again, makes things a lot easier that way. On the creative side, we each have a bit of our own taste, but they mesh really well together. So it helps us create pretty unique sets, I think, that really showcase both of our tastes in music and sounds that we like to put forward.
Okay. Hell yeah. Where can people stay connected with you guys? Where can people follow the Not Yurs journey?
Instagram, officially Not Yurs. On Twitter, we are Def Not Yurs. Definitely more active probably on Instagram, where we're going to try and bring up our Twitter a little bit more now.
Okay.
Yeah, absolutely. And then we have notyoursmusic@gmail.com is our email address there. But no, we're super excited to continue the growth path here and are super thankful for all the opportunities we've had so far.
Hell yeah.
Oh, and SoundCloud, Not Yurs.
Okay.
We like to post mixes on there, so if you want to get an idea of kind of what our sound is like, I think that's a really good way to, listen to us and see what we got.
You guys just did a mix for us on the Mothership Radio. Go check it out if you haven't already. It's a really good mix. I checked it out the other day. It was beautifully done, so good job on that. You just reminded me of this right now. You were talking about what you're thankful for. One question we ask in every interview that we do, what is something that you guys are thankful for? Maybe something inside of music, outside of music. What are those things that you're grateful for in life right now?
So my birthday's on Monday, and so I had a little birthday set at Bar Smith last night, which we talked about earlier. But I'd say I'm most thankful for the support in the community, our friends. A bunch of them came out last night. A bunch of them are coming out for us tonight. And it always puts a big smile on my face when I see them out there dancing and having fun.
Yeah, absolutely. One of our favorite things to do is to go out to our friends' sets, show the support, and then just to see it come back in the community, everyone come together through music. It's beautiful. We absolutely love it. That's one of the reasons why we love doing this. So.
Hell yeah. Anything else you guys want to shout out or talk about before we wrap things up here?
Watch out for Not Yurs in 2024.
Absolutely, yeah. We'd just like to thank everyone at the festival's farmers market, too. Again, Sin, Yin Yang Game, Moon Landing. Really appreciate everything all y'all do, and we're super excited to crush it tonight.
Hell yeah. I'm excited to see your set. 9 o'clock, Walter Warehouse tonight. It's going to be a great set. Well, thank you guys for tuning in to another episode of The Launchpad. My name's Grant, and this is Not Yours.
Thanks, Grant.